Cocoa bread and patty, cocoa bread and cheese, cocoa bread and butter. That's how we do it. Welcome back to the beautiful Jamaica. Today your girl Abby Faith is gonna bake some famous country style cocoa bread. And if you didn't know, cocoa bread get the name from coconut because it's made using coconut milk. So Abby Faith are gonna round up some wood fire cocoa bread. Yeah man, I'm gonna bake it outside in a pot on the wood fire. It's been a while since I've baked any cocoa bread or any bread of any farm, so I'm excited to show you. We're gonna check in on the fireside and check in on our breads because them done rise already and they are baking hot Jamaican cocoa bread. We have sailing. What you like to eat cocoa bread with? Butter, cheese, patty, jam, jelly, anything at ease. I love cocoa bread and butter especially. Alright, so meet you at the fireside. The fire is blazing.
You are feeling Zion train and coffee coconut. Feels so dry that we can get a picture of the video with people.
I went ahead and add some hot water to the coconut and I'll give that a squeeze. This is my high protein bread flour and my egg. You can skip this out if you don't eat egg. My butter, salt, yeast and white sugar that I'll be using, and of course my coconut milk, the star of the show. Everything goes into the plate, combining everything, adding the eggs, then after I will add the coconut milk. And like I said, the name cocoa bread is derived from coconut. And if you don't eat egg, leave out the egg. So I'll be adding that inside of the bread flour. This is my warm coconut milk. I'm going to place that in and give that a mix. Once the dough is formed just like this, I will transfer it to my working surface and I will give that a couple folds and knead and make sure it is stretchable so I get the best bread from doing it in this way or this motion. And like I said, this is Jamaican cocoa bread. Yes, that one you eat with cheese, the one you eat with butter, and the one you eat with your patty at juicy beef. And we're going to do this Abby's way, the country style way, aka pot bread. So I'm just folding it and beating it on the surface. I went ahead and add some coconut milk if the dough is a bit too tight. Just a little damp, man. And fold it and stretch it again on the surface until I get the perfect texture from it. The bread is forming very beautifully and stretchable, and I use bread flour to get this good consistency. I normally make my bread flour at home, so this is Abby's way of baking bread on the outside. It's now time to dust the surface with some all-purpose flour, and I will go ahead and start forming the bread. Just knead it just like when you're doing the Jamaican dumpling, and I will place that onto the surface and also flour my rolling pin with some flour, making sure that nothing is sticking to it. I'm going to roll this out in a circle, butter it, and then fold it into a semicircle. And this is pot bread, so I am going to bake it in a pot on the wood fire. And I know if I bake my bread outside, so I don't have a problem to bake it on the wood fire. I know how to control the temperature and to blaze the fire on it. So I'm going to place it in the pot. The sun is very hot today, So we're going to have some beautifully puffed up bread. And like I said, the egg acts as a dough conditioner, so it helps to give the bread more body. But if you don't eat the egg, substitute the egg or leave it out. Everything will be placed inside of the pot, and I will give it 1 rice. Normally I give it 2 rice, but I'm in a rush today, so we are going to give it 1 rice because I want to eat hot bread in the morning. I'm going to work on the next set. I'm going to place that on some foil sheet, and then once this set of bread come out, we can transfer it to another. But this is our beautiful bread. I'm going to show you how risen it is. This is the after. See how the sun is shining beautiful on the plate? Look how puffed up they are, and rice. Rise to the occasion. Yes, this is it. You see how risen they are? Yeah, man, it's now time to bake them. I'm carrying my pot of bread to the fireside. Yes, bread will rise. Country style baking outdoor. And this is my lovely Jamaican cocoa bread, or you can call it Abby's country style pot bread. I'm going to place on the pot cover and seal that little hole on the top with a piece of aluminum foil. Then I'm going to transfer all the firewood on top of it. So just like when your granny bake outside, more fire on the top, less fire down at the bottom. And I know how to control the temperature, so no matter if the bread fire high on it, it don't really matter. I know how to time it in my head and control it. And it's been a couple months since I've eaten any cocoa bread, so I say, you know what, I'm going to bake some bread right at home before I head out. I'm just checking the fire at the bottom, and it's perfect. Little to no fire at the bottom. And I'm just blazing up the country style outdoor fire, getting that going and ready. And no matter if my fire high, I know how to time and watch my bread. This is the best oven. Yeah, man. This is my next set of bread that has risen. I'm going to place that right inside of this pot once the first set comes out. We're outside baking Jamaican cocoa bread. Yes, with coconut milk. And if you didn't know, cocoa bread get the name from coconut because it's made from coconut milk. So the fire is blazing and everybody is waiting to enjoy their bread. I know the sweetest food cook on wood fire, so I'm just checking to see how far along they are. Not ready yet. Baking, but not ready as yet. So I have used high protein bread flour in my cocoa bread, and this gives the bread a beautiful texture and make sure that it's very soft and fluffy. So if you're vegan, you can skip out the egg. And if you're living in a country like America or Canada, bread flour is easier to access in the supermarket. In Jamaica, I never see bread flour, so I made my own with gluten, vital wheat gluten. And gluten is naturally formed in flour. From I was in high school baking, we already studied that. So the flour in Jamaica, it's not the best. So you have to bring up and add more stuff to the bread to make sure that the bread comes out good. So one thing that I use naturally in my bread is egg. If you don't eat egg, just buy the bread flour. Simple. I use egg, act as a natural dough conditioner, because in most breads in Jamaica, you have dough conditioner, which is like this chemical type of thing to make sure the bread is breakdown. But I found out that the egg do the perfect job for me because I eat egg. So I just make my bread flour right at home. I purchased some gluten from Amazon and just add it to the all-purpose flour that we sell in Jamaica, and I get the best breads from doing that. If you have bread flour, that is even better for you. I'm not allergic to gluten in any way, so I use it, and it's a natural protein that is farming flour made by God, so I rather use the natural one than the enriched flour, because like 99% of the flour in Jamaica is enriched, meaning them strip the natural germ from it and give you what them want to feed you in it, what them think them know best. So I just add back what God make to it and me get good bread. Alright, we're going to check in on the fire. We're going to check in on hot cocoa bread, or you can call it Abby's country style famous hot bread. This one not going to be baking in no oven. This one going to bake on the wood fire. We're going to eat it with maybe cheese or butter. But if you fly down to Jamaica, you know, say cocoa bread is very popular, especially a place like Juicy Beef. You get cocoa bread and patty, cocoa bread and butter, cocoa bread and cheese. That's how we do it. And just like that, our first set of cocoa bread, or Abby's pot bread, land. Yeah man, the plain land, the boat land. And this is my country style way of baking cocoa bread in a pot. And the wood fire give it a beautiful color, so you never have to put no glaze on the top. But I just like to brush it with a little bit of butter. Yes, and this is it. This is it. Mouth-watering pot bread baked by Abby in the countryside. I'm still getting the fire going on the bottom because I wanted the bottom to be a bit brown. Now I will remove them. Yes, soft and buttery and hot Jamaican cocoa bread. Well soft. Eat it with anything you like, just about anything. The next sets of bread goes in, and I'll be baking 5 bread in total. This is the last batch of baking, and I'll cover that with the fire and make sure that bake properly. This is how Abby bake her bread outside on the wood fire. Here representing Jamaican cocoa bread, buttery, soft and sweet. You know your girl have to blaze the fire. No matter how high the fire is, it have to blaze. You know I gotta try the first one. So it's ready. All them a look for me and I beg me bread, I not even pay them one mind. I'm just eating. Yeah man, we can bake on wood fire, we can bake on coal fire, and we can bake on gas stove. See how soft this is? Don't mind me man, I'm just eating and enjoying my creation on the outside. And I don't want nobody beg me none. So once you visit me, you know say you're gonna get my bakings. Alright? I'm just eating and I'm dancing. That you know say food tastes nice. My brother know him have to go get some. Like him can't leave out Abby's pot bread. So he's just eating, enjoying it. Yes. You see your face? Yup. The best bread is baked by Abby, of course. We're just eating outside and enjoying bread. Fresh bread. It's been a while since I've baked any fresh bread. And this is how me do it in the countryside on the wood fire. The last set will be out and ready. Yes, look at the color. No, seriously, that color is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I don't glaze the top. The wood fire give it a perfect look on the top. Perfect glaze. So see how soft that is? I just went ahead and put some of my favorite butter inside. And it's time to eat again. Fresh bread is the best. This is my second one, you know. Boy, don't ask me how I eat so much. You know it tastes nice when I'm vibing and eating and dancing. And I'm just gonna finish enjoying cocoa bread on the outside, eating and rolling our vibes. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and also tell me where you like to eat cocoa bread with. Hit the like button, share this video, and leave a comment. Bye. For now, I will see you in my next video.